The Back to the Future franchise holds a very special place in my heart from all the memories of me watching them as a kid. And I probably think of Back to the Future 2 the most, not only from memories of watching it as a kid, but going to the Universal Studios Back to the Future ride. The film is just so fun, and so are the clothes, which brings me to the point of this video. I want to talk through the wardrobe and show what they thought that the future would look like through the lens of the 80s, and see if there are any overlaps with today's fashion, as well as critique them for how they dressed people for 2015. Back to the Future 2 was released on November 22nd, 1989, and was directed by Robert Zemeckis, with costume designer Johanna Johnston leading the wardrobe. Johanna's worked on films like Back to the Future 2, obviously, Back to the Future 3, Saving Private Ryan, Forrest Gump, and so many others. And wouldn't you know, today, October 21st, is the exact day that Marty, Jennifer, and Doc go to the future. What a coincidence. Before I get into any specific characters, I want to talk about the overall fashion of 2015 Hill Valley. So like I said before, their prediction was through the lens of the 80s, and because of that, a lot of the stuff we see are leotards, MC Hammer pants, power suits, as well as a lot of 80 colors palettes like the pastels, iridescence, and metallic colors are seen throughout the film. One item that I noticed on a background actor that did not look like it was from the 80s exactly were these like split wash denim jeans. Now I know of two brands / people that have done this before, one being the brand Vetmont, who made this split wash denim pair of jeans with this seam going down the middle of the pant. It looks very similar to the one in Back to the Future 2, and the other person would be fashion designer / former fashion YouTuber Sanjeev, who made this white and black one for a video, and then eventually made multiple other pairs, including this black and light denim wash one. Notice how the light denim wash portion of the pant is turned inside out. We'll touch on that a little bit later on in the video. Now, I think all the outfits are really fun to look at within the context of the film. It's very fun, it's very colorful, but I don't think it's really wearable. Although there are certain pieces that are wearable, like this flannel outfit that you see here, the split denim pair of jeans. I think a lot of it is stylized to a point where it's not really wearable, either for today's fashion because it's kind of outdated and stylized, and then for the 80s as well, just because it's like a caricature of what the 80s is, and it's supposed to look futuristic. It just doesn't really translate well, I think. Now, first we have to talk about the most eccentric dress scientist, Doc Brown. When we first see Doc, he's wearing this quilted off-centered button-up with this Hawaiian floral and Asian character all over print with a clear tie, and that is under this gold trench coat styled shirt jacket with a stand collar. On bottom are these brownish tan capris and some black patent leather boots with red laces on feet. To accessorize, he's wearing these silver glasses and 2 wristwatches, one digital, one analog. Eventually we see Doc has an outfit change where he is seen wearing this thermal t-shirt underneath this yellow revered collared shirt with these 3/4 sleeves, and it has a blue, pink, and purple all over print of a train chasing 2 horsemen. Now this is foreshadowing and a nod to the third film, because Back to the Future 2 and 3 were filmed at the same time because it was intended to be one film, but because there was so much footage they had to cut it into 2. On bottom are a pair of these straight fit cargos that are in a brown colorway, and it's just covered in cargo pockets and a 10-inch zipper gusset at the front leg opening, so when you unzip it, you can kind of flare the pants out. This might have been Johnson kind of taking influence from military garments, because he's also seen with these camo boots that actually work with the outfit pretty well. Normally, I don't like camo boots that much, but these are subtle enough to where they work. Eventually, when they go back to 1985, Doc is seen wearing this black notched collar double-breasted overcoat, and although it is not a futuristic garment, it looks very nice on him, and it's kind of symbolizing the dark changes that have happened while they were gone. So for Doc's first outfit, to talk about a little bit the technical aspect of it, I feel like the fabrics that they used were kind of cheap, and it almost looked like it was from a costume store, and it makes me sad to say that. I don't know if that was budget reasons or cutting corners because they were on a time crunch, but I just wish they used higher quality fabrics and made it look like somebody's wardrobe, even if these were ridiculous looking garments for the future. But moving on from the technical aspects, I thought this outfit was perfect at capturing Doc's essence and who he is as like a person and a scientist. Like, is this outfit good for me and wearable for me? Definitely not, but for Doc, it is. From the bright colors to the prints to the peculiar nature of the garments, like the clear tie or the off-centered button-up, it's just really fun to look at. and whenever he's on screen, I can't help but watch. Now, the lack of wearability from the first outfit is made up tenfold with the second outfit. That revered collared shirt is so amazing. I loved the Western inspired print. I personally would have rathered a half sleeve or a regular short sleeve, but still the print was amazing and I couldn't get enough of it. And moving on to the pants, I would love to get my hands on a pair of these pants. They are so amazing. All the details are phenomenal. All the cargo pockets, the zippers, everything about it, the fit, it's amazing. They remind me of a pair of pants that I've seen on a menswear guy that I follow on Instagram. I think they were from his brand, I'm not 100% sure. I think about them regularly, and I think about these pants now regularly because they're phenomenal. Also, I feel like Johnston was kind of onto something with the multi-pocketed cargo pants, because as of recent, I see so many brands make something like this, whether it be a brand like Mastermind or a smaller independent brand like Who Is Your Cove or Running. And I really think Johnston had a feeling that this was coming. I can't say enough good things about this outfit. It quite possibly might be my favorite out of the bunch, and I know that might be controversial to say. Now, eventually we see Biff's grandson, Griff, and his crew when Marty Jr. is supposed to make his fatal mistake. So although they kept the future very bright and positive looking, Johnston made a clear distinction with Griff and his crew's wardrobe. They were the only ones to look post-apocalyptic, dark, and have a monochromatic outfit. Griff is wearing a mesh t-shirt underneath this cropped jacket that's in this metallic green colorway with this black organic striping. On bottom, he has these tonal black checkerboard pants in a straight fit with this odd looking silver belt that just works with the outfit. On feet are these very bulky, exaggerated boots that also work with the outfit really well. Now, I must say, I think that jacket definitely could have been seen in a Hyder Ackerman collection, especially with the organic striping. It looks like some of the prints he's done. Then we have Data, which probably had my favorite outfit of this group. He's wearing an asymmetrical sleeve terry tie-dye sweater that's underneath this plastic vest that appears to also be some sort of printer or fax machine or something with technology because it clucks like a chicken. On bottom are a pair of these black slim straight pants with this patchwork kind of looking print, and with that are these white suspenders as well as these black combat boots. Now, in a way, Zemeckis and Johnston got the asymmetrical sleeves right. It's just usually that's seen with women's clothing. You do have some menswear brands doing that, but it's more so like designer brands like Rick Owens that'll make asymmetrical sleeves, but for the most part, it's seen on women. Another thing that they definitely got right was the integration of technology and fashion. I guess in its simplest form, you could think of the Apple Watch, and if you're looking for something that's more geared towards clothing, you could look at these yoga pants that are padded and have these sensors in it that vibrate in order to help you with your form. But just to go back to the outfit, I loved it. I loved those pants. It reminded me of something like a Japanese designer would have done, like with some Boro type print. And I love that vest, man. Something about it's really cool. Next is Whitey, who has this Mandarin collar jacket with these silver fireman clasps and plastic appliques throughout the jacket. On bottom are a pair of these slightly tapered lightweight pants with this Asian character all over print. And on feet are a pair of these sock slipper boots. To accessorize, he's wearing a hat and then this silver dangly earring that is, again, of a Asian character. I did like some aspects of this outfit, like the fit of the pants and the all over print of the pants, but I don't know, I feel like this was kind of sus. They had to give the one Asian guy almost an entirely Asia inspired fit. Maybe just do one piece and not the whole thing inspired by Asia. But hey, that's just me. I don't know. Last up for the group of troublemakers is Babs, who is wearing this skin-tight white long sleeve shirt with this black triangle print. On bottom are a pair of these dark gray biker shorts with this asymmetrical plaid skirt, and it has all these gold chains draped over it. It's really cool. And then on feet are these black lace-up shoes with these red and white socks. And to accessorize, she's got some silver jewelry on her hands, as well as this bullet choker that was very interesting. The top's print definitely screamed 80s to me in a fun way, and I thought the bullet choker was definitely very edgy, so I thought this was a cool balance between edgy and fun. Overall, I really liked how these guys were dressed, and I liked that Johnston kind of made a clear distinction with these guys, and I like how Johnston used color and styled them in a way so you knew that these guys were dangerous and meant trouble. That being said, because they are so stylized, I don't think you can wear these full outfits. There's definitely pieces you could wear, like the patchwork pants. But again, I really think fabrication was neglected in this group's outfits. I think a lot of the pants were kind of cheap looking, unfortunately. So during the film, we get to take a look at Marty's nuclear family and more importantly, what they wear. Marty's dad is just wearing some geometric printed pants with this metallic shirt that has some diamond quilting. Marty's mom is definitely wearing a grandma type fabric with this like robe cardigan thing that has this like floral print. On bottom are a pair of these maroon flowing pants in a geriatric looking print. Sorry, mom. Older Jennifer is wearing this metallic cardigan that has this like peplum at the bottom, and then this all over print pink printed pants in like a wider fit, which I thought that was really cool that they did because it basically mirrors what young Jennifer is wearing. Older Marty is wearing this brown notch collar suit with a tan button up, and it has this weird like fold over placket thing in the neckline, and I guess it separates the two ties because apparently in the future, two ties means you really mean business. So Marty and Jennifer's daughter, Marlene, is wearing a light blue chiffon button up with these diamond buttons. And then on bottom is like a pair of metallic shorts or a skirt. And on feet, she's wearing a white pair of Nikes, which makes sense because not only did Nike supply Marty with his shoes, they also worked with Universal Studios to have product placement throughout the movie. Now, at first, Johnston was not a fan of this. She didn't want to work with an athletic shoe company, but after having a conversation with Robert Zemeckis, she realized that she didn't have to stay in the confines of what Nike had already put out. She was able to make something new and fresh, at least in the case for Marty. Which brings me to Marty Jr. and Marty McFly. Now, both of them kind of wear the same outfit, so let's just go through them together. Marty Jr. wears a white t-shirt with a gray graphic underneath the one-size-fits-all red and gray bomber jacket that is made of rubber. And then on bottom, he's wearing a pair of these light wash straight jeans that are inside out. Now, going back to Sanjeev, I do not know if he was influenced by Marty Jr., but we could definitely say Marty Jr. was the pioneer of this. And I don't know, there's some aspect of it that I like for some dumb reason. I like the exposed seam detailing, but it just never quite caught on. On feet are a pair of the Nike Air Mags, and to accessorize, he's wearing the iconic metallic iridescent hat. So Marty wears something very similar, except instead of a white t-shirt, he is wearing his red t-shirt, and on bottom he's wearing his slim jeans in a light wash with the pockets turned inside out. So going back to the bomber jacket, it was awesome. I loved all the designs that they were gonna go with, and I love the one that ended up on screen. It's very fun looking, it's really cool, the details are really cool, from the blow dryer aspect of it to the actual cargo pockets and the auto lengthening sleeve mechanisms I thought were really cool. But I did notice one thing. Because this jacket was made of rubber, you can kind of see it when you look at it just a little too long, especially when you're looking at the ribbing at like the cuffs or the bottom opening, because it looks extremely bulky and stiff. So Zemeckis had purposefully asked Johnston to make this jacket out of rubber because one of his ideas was that you weren't gonna need to take clothes to the dry cleaners or the laundromat. You were just gonna be able to take them out in the backyard and hose them down. And I feel like this screenshot of a 2020 auction shows why rubber hasn't become the fabric of the future. This thing has broken down so much that it's disintegrating. Now, although we've made a lot of strides with the fabric and we've seen celebrities wear it and companies use it, it's not seen day to day. So this is definitely something I think Zemeckis got wrong. Also, I have a problem with the one jacket fits all type thing coming from a fashion background. It just doesn't work. Like, it's a lot easier to make something longer or shorter than it is to make something wider like the neckline or the body width. But hey, it's fine. It's cool. The jacket's cool. Now on to the iconic shoes that have had replicas sell for $37,500. The Nike Air Mags. This is a futuristic shoe that both Johanna Johnston and Tinker Hatfield of Nike custom made for the film. It's a high-top sneaker that features the classic auto lacing, a self-tightening ankle strap, and LED lighting at the midsole, heel, and on the Nike hit on the ankle strap. When I look at this shoe, everything about it feels like it's from the future. From the bulky ankle strap, to the angular shaft, to the organic looking midsole and heel, and especially to the light blue, gray, and white colorway. So although shoes don't look like this in modern day, there's still something about it that feels like it's from the future, and I don't know if that's because I have a connection to the film, or if there's indeed something that looks futuristic about it. If I had to guess, I would say it's a mixture of both. Now, I'm sure as many of you know, there have been multiple size runs that have been auctioned off for the Michael J. Fox Foundation. Most recently was in 2016 when they actually had auto lacing. Now you may be asking yourself, how could they have it for the film if they just got auto lacing in 2016? So this is where movie magic comes into play. Basically, this scene was put on a stage, and the shoes that were used for the auto lacing were specially threaded. So basically what they did was they specially laced the shoe so the straps would go through the outsole of the shoe, so the bottom of the shoe. They planted it on the set, and then somebody was underneath the set pulling down the straps so it looked like these shoes were auto lacing. That may upset you, but I love that about this film and about this scene because so much work went into this 5-second clip that it's amazing, the creativity, and that's why I love cinema. It made those shoes so iconic. So I think Johnson made a really fun world with the clothing. Everything was really fun and stylized, although kind of more stylized to a futuristic 80s rather than 2015. I just wish that they had focused more on fabrication so it looked like it came from somebody's wardrobe instead of a costume store. But I think what lacked in practicality was made up in fun and extravagance and colors and creativity. Now, for me, I think it's pretty obvious that Doc was the best dressed character in this film. From the flashy, vibrant, somewhat questionable first outfit to the second outfit, which was a lot more casual, practical, and seen in modern day fashion with those cargos. So overall, although Johnston and Zemeckis were wrong about a lot of the future because they relied too much on the 80s, they predicted pieces like the cargos as well as the integration of fashion and technology that were relevant for 2015 and still relevant to this day. So I guess you can consider that a win. That is going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys thought about the costume design down below in the comments. While you're there, like the video, subscribe, share it with a friend. Follow me on all my socials, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. It's all linked down below. That is going to be it for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.